Hey Erin.
Hey.
Welcome to my car. Thanks for joining me.
Of course.
So I'm on a mission to take my friends to really cool places.
Sweet.
And I thought it'd be fun to go up to the New Hampshire Ice Castles today. What do you think?
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's go. However, we do have to flash back to about 4 weeks ago when we visited them behind the scenes before they even opened. So let's go. So I'm here with Britt, who is the event manager here at the Ice Castles. And Britt, what are the Ice Castles?
That's a great question. What are the Ice Castles? It's something really unique. It's a magical, basically like ice winter wonderland that it's for everyone. It's all ages, and what makes it really unique is that it's all hand placed and all created. There's no structure to it, which is really, if you think of it, it's like basically a piece of artwork if you really think about it. So
how did they come to New Hampshire? Like, how did you choose New Hampshire as a location?
It's a really good, consistent, it's kind of a mixture of things, consistent of the climate. We really have good weather here, so that's a really big factor because Mother Nature is our lead architect, so we do need her to cooperate a lot. But after a lot of research and development, about 7 years ago, they tried New Hampshire and it just clicked, it worked. So with that, and then we were really close to Boston, and which is a really good just a tourism, that we got a lot of visitors from there. So yeah, it was a match made in heaven, really.
And you mentioned that there are a couple other locations for the Ice Castles?
Yep, so this year we have 4 locations. Typically we have more, but with everything going on, we are doing 4 locations. So we have Midway, Utah, which is our main base, where we're based out of, North Woodstock, New Hampshire, Dillon, Colorado, and Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
So how did the Ice Castles start? What was the first location?
The first location was actually in Brent Christian's backyard. He basically started as trying to make memories with his kids, and he moved his family out to Utah and wanted just something to do in the winter. And so he was like, why not spray some water on my kids' play set? And it kind of just evolved from there, and his kids started calling the Ice Castles. That's why it's called. So when you think of a castle, you think of blocks, but it's not like that at all. So after that first one that he built, he decided, he was like, how can I make this better? And his just imagination, creativity blew off from there. And now it's come to this, which is amazing. So
what are the highlights? What's your favorite part of the castle though?
That's a hard question, because I will say, like, just being in it is just, when you're looking all around, you're like, holy crap, like this is just something really spectacular, something just unique you've never seen, like kind of almost being on like a different planet. But I will say one of our bigger spots is just the slide, which you guys will see eventually, which is really fun. That's really popular, especially when families like to go and race each other, because there's a double racing slide. And then people just like love taking pictures of it. So we have a really cool pixel wall. It has thousands of lights in it. It changes and moves, and people like really like to interact with that. So anything you're really interacting, whether it's a maze, the crawl tunnels, and this year we're adding a sledding hill, and then also the light walk trail, so that's a little bit interacting. So that's other things to do, which is really nice.
We'll put it over to Tom.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll see what goes into the build.
Very cool.
So I'm here with Tom. He's the build manager here at the New Hampshire Ice Castles. And Tom, what goes into like building the ice castles? How do you get them to be what they are?
So building an ice castle is an extremely labor-intensive process. We start actually in October, laying out all the electrical and plumbing, getting everything laid out for the season, and then from there, once it finally gets cold, usually just around the 1st of December, we can then turn water on and actually start the build of the castle. So we've been going now for about 3 weeks, and the towers are 8 to 10 feet tall in spots. It all depends on the weather as far as how long the build actually takes. It can take, we usually say, around 4 to 5 weeks. It can go faster or can take much longer. Just depends on how many times it warms up and the weather tears things down and you got to rebuild. So it all just depends on the weather.
Now, how do you get the walls?
So the walls, we lay them all out on the ground, and then from there we hand place icicles, and using slush we glue things together, and then we spray on them each night. We've got some sprinkler heads here up behind you that you'll be able to see, and yeah, we just spray on it and then keep adding more ice, all hand placed, and it's just a repetitive process like that going up over the course of a couple weeks.
Oh, amazing. Now, do you have anything new for the 2020 season that you're excited about?
So this year, yes, we're incorporating in a light walk trail, which is about a 1/4 mile long. It's going to extend out the back side of the castle and loop around through the woods. That's probably the most exciting new feature that we've got this year.
So I noticed that when I freeze ice in my ice cube tray, it's clear. So why is your ice blue?
So the reason the ice is blue is just the same reason why the sky and the ocean is blue. As the light rays go through the water and the ice crystals, all the colors get absorbed into the ice and into the water, and blue is the only color that passes through. The deeper and thicker the ice, the deeper blue you'll get. So right now where the walls are really thin, they look pretty white, but then down lower, where it's thicker and more solid, you get more blue. So as we grow, it just gets more and more blue during the day.
So asking why your ice is blue is like asking why the sky is blue.
In a sense, yes.
Thanks.
So we made it up here. It's about 4 o'clock. We told Britt we would be here about 4:30, so we're gonna wait in the car for a little bit and just talk about kind of what I'm excited about. I've never been here before for the nighttime spectacular. Have you guys? You guys. There's only one of you. Have you been up here, Erin?
I have not. I've always wanted to, but
Yeah.
I never actually got to.
You said that you had been looking at like Instagram posts and things like that.
Yeah,
right?
I've been like looking at their Instagram. They have posts from all their other locations because I think they have 4 locations.
This
right?
year, yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. So I've been looking at like all of the posts that they have of all their other locations, and they look so beautiful. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, one of my friends came yesterday or right before we did, and she was just showing things on her story, and I was like, I shouldn't look because I don't want to be too prepped to like, I just wanted to go in blind, but I couldn't help myself. It was great. So yeah, we're gonna just kind of go from here and just like wander around the ice castles and go exploring and like pretend we're Elsa and just
Basically.
let it go.
Let it go.
I'm excited. So let's go.
I love that it's snowing tonight.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's been the past couple days have been like perfect weather, which is great. Soon we will eventually have igloos too. We're gonna have a VIP room, but right now it's just not open. Yeah, the pixel wall is a big hit. It changes, continues to change. We have fire pits, and then we have like ice sculptures and stuff all around too as well. Next to the tubing hill, we have the sleigh rides, which I'll bring you guys on, and then we also have the light walk trail as well.
This is so exciting. We're gonna go on a sleigh ride.
So these are horses from Utah, and the same, we call them the cowboys. They're real cowboys from Utah as well. They come out every season for us and spend a couple months out here. It's really cool.
We're going on a sleigh ride. Hello. So the first thing we're doing today is going on a sleigh ride. Also, that's Brunch. You haven't actually seen him in real life yet, but he's the one who edits all of our videos. So we're going on a sleigh ride, which is exciting. Can you tell us more about the, like you said that they were actual cowboys from out west?
He's in with us. They've been their 3rd year, I believe, with us, and they bring their horses out. In the Utah castle, they have sleigh rides out there, and it's the same company. But they decided to come out and help us out with our sleigh rides.
It's so cool. How did you guys get into doing sleigh rides?
Kind of just growing up with horses, driving for most of my life, and then when the opportunity came to kind of make some money at it, we jumped at it.
Great.
Yep. And it is also good to come out here, meet new people. Met Britt. Britt's awesome. So just, meeting new people and creating those friendships is just what life's about.
Yep.
Did you know that Sleigh Ride is my favorite Christmas song?
Is it?
I mean, like, I guess it's kind of a winter song,
Yeah, that's fair.
but I believe I mentioned that in the Santa's Village vlog, that it's my favorite. But this is so cool. And like, it's kind of still bright out. Not bright, but it's on the verge of the sun setting. So maybe we can jump back in later and see what it looks like. I'm probably most excited about this part.
It's a nice addition. A lot of people have been enjoying it. It's great.
I also brought my camera, so I'm planning on taking that out later.
Who does the lighting for you guys?
Spencer and David. There's two of our, like, I call them the lighting gurus. They've been working very hard on this along with a couple of their builders. Britt and Jenny have been helping, and some of my crew, but mainly it's David and Spencer. So, but Spencer's been with the company, oh God, for like 6 or 7 seasons now. And does all the lighting for the castle and the light walk trail. So he's our go-to guy.
And you said how long was the light walk trail?
A quarter-mile long.
Okay. That's a long
Yeah.
little bit.
We wanted to even do it longer, but then we realized it's probably a little too much. Next year we'll probably add different things to it and stuff. We have all different plans, so we'll see.
Now, do you work with like I'm looking at this trail and thinking like this is probably one of the best places, like, I don't know, for a proposal. It's so
We
pretty.
have a lot of proposals. We actually had 2 yesterday that I know of. A lot of them like to do it at the photo set because it looks like you're just getting a nice couple's photo or whatever, and then typically some of them will propose. So yeah, we do get a lot of proposals here.
That's so cute.
Yeah, a lot of photography. A lot of people like to come and do photography, like with maternity shoot that she was just doing. A lot of wedding photos or vow renewals and stuff like that, or family portraits and stuff.
Do people spend more time here now that
Yes,
this is
that's
here?
one of the challenges this year that we're facing. Is as much as we'd love people to spend here, typically people would come maybe 30 minutes or so, and now they're staying longer because we have all these additional things to see, things to do. So we are having people stay a little bit longer, which is great. We're just not really used to that, so
Yeah.
we want to make it different each year, so people that do, because we have a lot of families and stuff that come every year. It's a tradition for them that it's not the same thing and it's not boring to them. So we want to always change it up and give other options and just something else to do besides just the castle. So
Right. Now I hear some music playing in the background. Where is that? What kind of music do you usually play?
This is a new soundtrack which we're really excited about. It has a lot of How to Train Your Dragon, a lot from all the different movies and stuff.
Did I hear Brave on the soundtrack earlier?
Yeah, probably. There's a whole mixture of stuff from different kids movies, and we're really excited about this year's because it just last year's was a little shorter. This year it is a lot longer, and there's a different variety of music, which is nice. So there's music out in the castle, and then when you guys came in through the ticketing booth, we have our like own little mini soundtrack in there too as well. Yeah.
Ooh. I just had the same reaction.
How long did this whole walk take to set up?
A long time. I'd say a couple months. And we're still like, even with the castle, we're still always trying to work on things and build and add things. So it's throughout the season, we're continually working on it too. But I would say at least a couple months. But it's all like hand done. Like Spencer and David and Britt and Jenny like did everything by hand up on ladders and stuff like that. So it did take a good amount of time. Same with the castle, all handmade. Yeah, like the tower in the back will be a lot bigger throughout the season. So probably hopefully by New Hampshire Vacation Week, we'll have that tower as high as we can. So
Do you typically see the most crowds during that week?
yes, that's our busiest, especially Mass Vacation Week. That is our busiest time of the season.
I feel like people will take trips to go skiing
Yep.
and then come see you guys. Again, I'm so surprised that I've never been up here because I went to school just like 25 minutes away.
I know a lot of people are the same way. I went to school in Manchester and I would have come up here on weekends, and a lot of people were like, I've never come up here. I'm like, you're missing out. Courtyard, or we have little tables where people can eat their food and drink their hot cocoa. And then we're now going into the lower courtyard, which is the bottomless slide. We have one slide open right now. We eventually will have 2 slides open. So we have a double racing slide right there, and then that other little other spot to the left, that'll be another slide as well.
Double racing slide,
you guys
Erin.
You guys definitely have to
know
go
what we're
down.
doing later.
So this is lower courtyard, and I'll go bring you guys up to back into the beginning of the castle, or the higher part of the castle, so you guys see over and look down. And yeah, we can go this way if you want.
It's up to you, whichever way you think is best.
Yeah, so this is the double racing slide, and we'll have another, so we'll have like 4 lanes instead of 2, but this one's still being built. This one's made with blocks, where this one's made a little bit different. So
That one looks so insane.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we do have the lights in it, so it changes colors and everything, which is really fun. So now we're just going to the back side of the castle, up to the keep, as we call it, the castle keep.
I'm almost there.
Almost like eventually we'll have another throne up here. That's where that space is kind of over there. Then we have the caverns that you can go in. There's one-way caverns and stuff you can go explore, along with a balcony over there. There's 2 balconies, so one right there, and this is the slide line as well. So
This is amazing. This is more than I ever thought. Ever.
Like awestruck right now.
yeah.
Well, thanks, Britt.
Yeah, no
Maybe
problem.
we'll call you later for
Yeah.
some other stuff, but
Yeah.
I think we'll just explore now.
Perfect, yeah.
And just
But yeah, just let me know whatever.
thank you so much. This is great.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
We're here. It's so exciting.
Beautiful.
I can't believe it. I feel like let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it
I'm not gonna
go.
sing for you guys because yikes, but
Erin. I just can't believe that we're here. Like, look at this wall. Look at this wall.
Look at this graph.
we are in Elsa's castle.
We are in her castle.
We are Elsa.
She
both of
came
us.
here and both of us, very clearly with, my brown hair.
We're both Elsa. It's fine.
So we're here. This is a formal introduction to Brunch. Brunch has done he edited our QDQ Kitchen videos.
Yes.
He also edited all of our Santa's Village videos,
Yes.
which is really great. So he's probably going to be along for most of Roadside Road Trip. So hopefully we can get a budget and bring you literally across the country.
Hey, if you subscribe and
Subscribe.
follow us on Patreon.
Patreon.com/Q2Q. Anyway, look at this light wall, this pixel wall. Look at it. It changes colors. It's so rainbow. I wish the camera did it justice. Like, it really doesn't.
We'll do it, don't worry.
That camera will? Okay, as long as you've got it. So it's been a couple weeks. Tragically, we forgot to film an outro. We had all these plans. We went to the Common Man. We got some really good food, and we were going to record an outro with all 3 of us here night of. And the food was just so good, and we were just so cold and tired that we forgot. So now that you've had a couple weeks to think about it, Erin, I guess the question of what your favorite part is easier because it should stand out. What was the best part of the ice castles?
I would probably say the slides, just because they took me by surprise. I did not know they were gonna be that fast, and the first time I went down them, I just I screamed probably. I don't even remember. Dude, they were so fast. I mean, wow, who knew? Ice is slippery. But yeah.
I definitely knew ice was slippery based on the fact that I almost fell every 5 seconds. I think my favorite part was the light walk trail. I said it there while we were there. I could have gone through it 7 more times and not gotten bored. It was stunning. I was thinking about the idea of camping under the light walk trail. It'd be so mesmerizing. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel. And if you haven't already, hop over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and go check out the Q2Q podcast that I host with my buddy Ben. We talk about theme park news, theme park history, and all things in between. So check us out over there, and make sure you go check out all the rest of our videos that we have. We have a couple vlogs from Santa's Village, and we'll have more videos coming up soon. So thanks for tuning in to Roadside Road Trip, and we will see you next time.
See ya.